Yesterday, Buhari had his last and final FAC meeting with the executives. This is the last and final FAC meeting that is going to be happening with Buhari as the president before he goes back to Daura. You people would not believe what Festus KEYAMO said at the meeting. For someone who, was given the privilege to be the Minister of State for 8 years, is now saying that his appointment is unconstitutional. Such betrayal. Like, what other betrayal is worse than this? You people would not believe what he said. Before we go into the details of today's news, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go ahead and subscribe. Join this amazing community we have here. Turn on the post notification bell so that you can be the first person to get notified whenever we upload a new video. Help us grow this channel by giving this video a massive thumbs up so that it gets recommended to other YouTube viewers all around the world. Lastly, please leave your opinions in the comment section below. Without further ado, let's delve right into the details of today's news. So sad, after his loyalty for 4 years, KEYAMO shocks Buhari, explains why his appointment is unconstitutional. Festus Keyamo's son, who will be leaving his position as Minister of State for Labour and Employment, has stated that the appointment of a Minister of State is an anomaly. This was said by Keyamo in a speech at the closing ceremony for the Federal Executive Council (FEC), which was held under President Buhari's watch. The Minister of State thanked President Buhari for enhancing his resume by appointing him. He observed that some other ministers of state had been complaining and unable to speak up in a forceful manner. He claimed it would be challenging to evaluate the ministers of state's individual performances because their discretion was constrained by that of the ministers. Keyamo said, "Mr. President, you first appointed me as Minister of State in the Ministry of Niger Delta Affairs in August 2019, and you later redeployed me as Minister of State in the Ministry of Labour and Employment. Today, I cannot find the words to express the depth of my gratitude to you for finding me worthy out of over 200 million Nigerians to be nominated and subsequently appointed to serve as a Minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. My curriculum vitae has been greatly enhanced forever. From my very humble beginnings in a small dusty town in Delta State, where I was born and raised by my struggling parents, all the way to the council chambers at the presidential villa, where I had the honor and privilege to participate weekly in decision making for my country in the last 4 years. It has been like a fairy tale. I give God all the glory. What I am about to say, therefore, is not and should not be construed as an indication of ingratitude. Far from it. What I am about to say is just my own little contribution to our constitutional development as a relatively young democracy and to aid future governments to optimize the performance of those they appoint as ministers. Mr. President, the concept or designation of Minister of State is a constitutional aberration and is practically not working for many so appointed. Successive governments have come and gone, and many who were appointed as ministers of state have not spoken out at a forum such as this because of risks of sounding ungrateful to the presidents who appointed them. However, like I said earlier, this is not ingratitude. As a private citizen, I am on record to have gone to court a number of times to challenge unconstitutional acts of government for the sake of advancing our constitutional democracy. So it will be out of character for me to have gone through government and be carried away by the pomp of public office and forget my role as a member of the inner chamber and my self-imposed role over the years as a crusader for democracy and constitutionalism. You guys, why I applaud, the courage of Festus Keyamo for standing up, to say this, because like I said, you know, at the end of the day, they'll be like, this person is sounding ungrateful with the kind of opportunity that was given to him. Many Nigerians are, will kill to be in that position. But at the same time, you know, I just feel that these positions, such as this Minister of State, are just some of those positions that are just, created by presidents so that all the people loyal to them from their political party will have somewhere to be fixed. They will have somewhere to fix them. It's just a waste of money and resources, if you ask me. The federal government has a ministry for labor and employment, and then you are still okay. The president has a ministry for states for labor and employment. The state also has a ministry for that, and you are now creating ministry or minister for states for labor and employment. How does that make sense? What are their duties? Like it's just a waste of resources, a waste of government resources, just positions, government politicians, government people will come up with, you know, positions without portfolio just to have where to fix their loyal party members. And at the end of the day, they are collecting salary, they are doing next to nothing, with what I'm sensing. This minister for state for labor and Chris Ngige would not even allow him do his job because Chris Ngige is the Minister for Labor and Employment because he's really working. So what is the Minister for State for Labor doing? Is it that he's in charge of the employment and labor in different states, in the 36 states put together? While this said, let's not also forget that these 36 states also have, a commissioner in charge of that has that duty. So at the end of the day, it's just a waste. Like Festus Keyamo said, it is unconstitutional. These are the ways and means by which Nigeria is losing money daily, daily. And these politicians know it. They know it's not as if they don't know. But anyway, I hope that the next administration will work on this and not waste our money any longer. You all, let me have your thoughts in the comment section. Thank you very much for always listening and watching. I will see you in my next video. Bye for now.